Our essential education program has taken a number of years to develop, and it's been a bottom-up effort. It's been faculty and staff coming together and expressing interest in how they feel it can best support our students.
First year experience. This is what they're going to be involved in, each student as they come through.
So what we're calling the first year experience is really a Michigan Tech seminar, a composition course, math, science, STEM, and then what we're calling a Foundations in the Human World. And so the Foundations in the Human World is going to be an entry level, what we're calling a SHAPE discipline. And SHAPE stands for Social Sciences, Humanities, Arts for the People, Economy, and Environment. And so those would be like your intro to archaeology, intro to social sciences type classes. Whether or not you take all of those courses in a first year is going to really depend on the major.
These 12 essential abilities. These are the abilities that we want to integrate through our programming into our students and enhance them.
Students need to have these essential skills and abilities to be effective in the workforce and effective in their life outside of work as well.
Distribution pathway, this is kind of the pathway that currently exists, and the essential education minor pathway. This is how we're trying to bundle all of these courses into different themes.
So the distribution pathway is a fairly standard way of approaching general education type programs, right? So you have categories of courses, and then the distribution is essentially take one course from each category. The distribution pathway requires taking an essential ed experience, and that's a new category of classes for Michigan Tech where hopefully we are getting students involved in either traveling, study away, study abroad, doing research, doing something hands-on and applying what they're learning in essential ed. Minor pathway has more flexibility built into it to try and accommodate the ability for students to get specific minors that are tailored towards essential education.
So there are going to be classes drawn from what we call the SHAPE areas. You'll also see that these minors include courses that are connected back to their departments as well.
We've increased the ability for there to be overlap between majors and essential education, but it's quite possible you might want to take a minor that doesn't maximize the overlap with your major.
It used to be well-being success, these were PE courses. Now we're breaking these up a little bit and we're moving them into 4 different categories. Different ways of expressing yourself, whether it be through art, whether it be other different types of communication.
The Activities for Wellbeing and Success is a category of courses that students take. They take 3 credits, and these are mostly half credit and 1 credit courses.
And so all students will take 3 credits of these activities. We're still going to have the PE courses included there, but now we're going to expand that. So there's going to be classes, related to kind of mental health and well-being, artistic expression, and more kind of professional development success courses. And so students will be able to seek out those activities that they think they need to help them meet their goals.
How do I explain my experience, right? So how do I explain my minor? And how do I show that I've applied it? These essential ed experience is really about the application.
So this is a brand new course category for us. We had study away, we had study abroad, we had various faculty doing really interesting things, but this is really kind of formalizing it as part of our curriculum.
The essential education experiences are upper level 3-credit courses that are really meant to prepare our students for an ever-changing and dynamic world.
This is sort of a culmination or capstone to our essential education program. It's a course that will provide students with a variety of hands-on, roll up your sleeves, try it out, experiential learning experiences.
Industrial archaeology, going into the field, doing research, certain types of cultural immersion. We have some things in development, such as we have a couple faculty piloting going to Sweden and doing a suite of courses over there. So you're getting some cultural experience, you're seeing some really interesting landscapes, and you're also getting a couple other course requirements out of the way. The essential education courses are really supposed to be essential to your entire course of education at Michigan Tech. And so really these are geared towards being finished within the first 3 years.
These E3 courses are really meant to be a culminating course that students take at the end of their Essential Ed pathway. And these courses, what we're really hoping for is that they could actually lead into capstone projects or research projects that students have opportunities to engage with already. That then could lead into an enterprise or an engineering capstone project where you're able to then work on the technical skills needed with that framework of the community priorities in place.
You know, we'd like to see students finish their Essential Ed experience before they go on to that 4th year in their major and are doing capstone or senior design type classes.
So we're really excited to roll out these experience classes because we know that they're going to give our students these durable skills in communication, working with teams, and engaging stakeholders.
If you have satisfied the Michigan transfer agreement at a community college or elsewhere, you're done. You do not have to take Essential Education.
Some students maybe need a couple more courses. You can reverse transfer, so you can come to Michigan Tech, finish those last 2 courses or so for your transfer agreement, transfer them back to your community college, complete the MTA, then we say you're done. Working with an advisor is a really good idea for any transfer student, but especially when you're looking at Essential Ed. We find that transfer students especially struggle with sense of belonging and building community. And so we will have a special transfer student seminar for the first semester here to help them build community, find each other, learn about resources at Michigan Tech, and really get integrated into our community.
There may be extra credits you'd have to take to meet basic credit requirements, but those would effectively be free electives.
By using ePortfolios, by developing learning portfolios and professional portfolios, they are better able to make connections between different courses and experiences that they have.
The ePortfolio it's kind of like a website, an individual website that a student puts together. We use a platform that allows them to have, privacy, and they only share what they want to share. We introduce it in the first year seminar, and students there just begin to tell their story. They do a little about me, and they can bring in things from their own background to try to share who they are with their instructor and their peers.
Articulate to prospective employers, this is what I can offer you, kind of above and beyond some of these other things.
In each class, they'll be reflecting on an assignment, adding it to their portfolio and saying, okay, here's how it helped me learn X, Y, or Z, right?
And so there'll be an opportunity for them to reflect on the things that they've learned in the minor, connect that to those essential abilities, connect it back to their major, and also connect it back to the kinds of things that they're hoping to do in life and in their future careers.
We're really excited to roll out the Essential Education experiences because we know that these courses are going to prepare our students to be global citizens in our ever-changing world. We're just so excited for this to be a part of our Essential Ed pathway and to see where this takes our students.